This is the story of a person who rose from humble origins to become an entrepreneur par excellence, a great human being, and a brilliant example to follow. Born in 1940, the late Antony Rasquinha completed his schooling in Mangalore before earning degrees in mechanical and electrical engineering from St. Joseph's College, Bangalore.
Though he lost his father at a young age of 1 and had a difficult time during his growing years, it's his mother and his 2 sisters, late sister Delphine and sister Inez, who were his strong support and who have inculcated values in him that have made him what he was and that have helped him in good stead all these years.
He was a multi-talented person, excellent musician, composed music on the computer, would sing both Hindi and English songs, and would cut out CDs every now and then.
He started his career at Press Metal Corporation, Mumbai, where he rose through the ranks to become plant manager in 10 years.
His determination, his hard work and his capability was very quickly recognized by the management of the company, and he had a desire to do something more creative, something different, and something that above all would benefit our country. So that's when, with this determination and these thoughts, he decided to start Electropneumatics, and that's when we got our first pneumatic valve, the first product of Electropneumatics, a pneumatic valve.
Technically brilliant, he designed and developed products himself, attaining considerable success in record time. With great foresight and implementing cutting-edge technology, he established Electropneumatics as the market leader in metal forming machines in India.
As early as the late 70s and early 80s, Dad had a vision that electronics had to be the future of the company. In those days, it was very difficult to import a controller, and we had a lot of dependency on foreign companies to supply us controllers and control system. It was a hard decision then, but it was taken that we would indigenize our own controllers. And he initiated the very first CNC controller as early as 1982. And today we are proud to be 100% Atmanirbhar, where we have our own controllers, control systems, drives, servo motors, and a whole range of electronic products. And we do not depend on any foreign company or any technology for our electronics in our machines today. So I believe that this is one of the biggest visionary thoughts Dad had, and it had happened as early as the early 80s, where most people were not even thinking about electronics.
Mr. Rasquinha always believed in being self-sufficient, not having to copy anyone. In this, when he decided to develop hydroforming technology, it took us many years to develop it, productionize it, but he never lost heart. He believed that it can be done, and at that time when he was working on it, we didn't even know whether anybody in India would use it. So, but then he was so passionate about developing it, it didn't matter how many years or how much money it took, he just went ahead and did it. This ability of the organization to bet on something, irrespective of the odds faced, is something that I believe is core to Electropneumatics' success.
He boldly took on seemingly impossible technical challenges and developed many products which were first in India. Whether it was our first CNC controller for tube benders or hydroforming technology, it was his personal passion and involvement that laid the culture and foundation of a progressive organization with in-house capabilities in mechanical, hydraulic, pneumatic, electrical, electronics, and software domains.
As a founder chairman, he set the DNA for the company. He set the direction, the path we follow, and I'm very proud to say that even after so many years of his passing away, we are still following that path. We have not deviated from that path.
Behind this technical genius, I would say, was a man with great humility and a large-heartedness which knew no bounds.
He would always work for others and it was not just his family, it was families of his employees, even families who he had never met, and that is the first thing which is striking about Dad.
He had already planned in his mind to build a school for the Electropneumatics children and for the locals of the area. Today the school is running since last 15-20 years with 2,500 children educated every year in this school. From this school led the establishment of the Dulcine Pius Home for the Aged, the Rasquinha Don Bosco Technical Training School, Our Lady of Fatima Church, and many such projects. They were all built and donated entirely by him, and he personally committed himself and involved himself in all these activities. It was very dear to him.
With hectic work and all the social projects, one would imagine that he would seldom be at home. But no, Mr. Rasquinha was a true family man. Antony Rasquinha's life companion and support of 50 years was his wife, Irene Rasquinha. She was his silent strength, taking care of home and family, thereby allowing him to focus on his career and building Electropneumatics. In her words, "Baboti gave me such a wonderful life and took care of my every need. I had a happy life with him. He was indeed a caring husband."
I have been privileged to be his son, and I have shared several great memories, very fond memories with him over the last 50 years, or should I say 46 years. As a child, we were given everything. We were born with a silver spoon, and we were given an empire which we had to take to the next level and continue his legacy. And as his children and next generation, it is our duty to take this company to the next level, and that's exactly what we plan to do as his children.
Antony Rasquinha embodies the complete man. He spoke from the heart and always stood for what was right. He lived by the belief that he should take nothing with him when he left this world, and shared everything he had with others with benevolence rarely seen.
My father believed that only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile.
Such was the magnanimity of the person, a true giver, humble and accessible to every person. Antony Rasquinha said 20 years ago, "We will be known in the entire country and world over, not for our turnover, but for our technology." A true prophecy by a pioneer and a visionary, Antony Rasquinha.